to HOTT, the Hybrid and Online Teacher Training course at Craven Community College. In this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to manage your users in Moodle using the People block. So let me scroll down just a bit on my page to display the People block over here on the right. Here is the Participants link. If you do not have a People block, I suggest adding one using the directions for adding a block. So let's start by selecting Participants. This will open a screen with all of the students, teachers, and any other user types in your class. For privacy's sake, I have blurred my students' names and email addresses, but will demonstrate how to manage my users in this screen. So let's take a look around this screen. First, let's take a look at the screen in the middle. First, we would see a list of students by name. We would then see their email address and their role in the class. So notice that we can see that most of these are students, and here's the teacher, and that is me. If we were using groups, we would be able to see which group each student had been assigned to. Next, we can see how long ago a student accessed the course. And finally, we can see their status in the course. So in this course, my students are active. Before the first day of class, the students will be shown as inactive. Next to the status notification, there are three icons. The first is to indicate that these were manual enrollments. Next is the gear, which allows me to edit my users. And finally, a delete, which should never be used. Students who are no-shows and do not show up to class by the census date should be made inactive in the course. In addition, any students who are withdrawn or drop the course should also be made inactive. This is done by going to the gear icon, changing from active to suspended, and saving changes. Also, roles may be added to users by selecting the pencil icon. Notice the options will only include those that are permissible for the user and based on your role and your rights in Moodle. I am an administrator, so I see more options than you will see as a teacher, including manager, DL admin, teacher, non-editing teacher, guest, program administrator, quiz user with unlimited time, student gets additional days, and workforce development program administrator. So there are some settings here that pertain to students who get ADA accommodations. For example, students may get unlimited time on a quiz or additional days. Once you select the proper roles for each of your users, don't forget to save. The roles will show up next to the student's name and email address under roles. So this student gets a quiz with unlimited time, and I will save using the save icon. And now we can see that this student has the role of student and the role of quiz user with unlimited time. And it's just as easy to remove a role from a student by selecting the pencil icon and selecting the X next to the role that you would like to remove and save. And it will simply show the new roles that the student has under roles. Other things that are possible from this screen are the ability to enroll users for teachers. We could also search our participant screen by keyword or filter our users. If you have a long list of users, you can search by first letter of the first name or last name. Scrolling to the bottom, you could select individual users using these checkboxes, or you could select all or deselect all, and with your selected users you could send a message or add a new note. And these are some enrollment options that typically you would not want to use. So that's it. Thank you for joining me for this hot topic of managing users and the people block. See you next time.